Ja, hallo, servus und grüß euch. Herzlich willkommen zurück. Suicide of Rachel Foster. Die Situation und Stimmung spitzt sich immens zu. Ich kann nur letzte Folge empfehlen. Und irgendjemand ist definitiv hier. Letzte Folge war diese Tür noch mit Ketten verschlossen. Und ich glaube, es ist Irving. ...205, 209... Irving war nie weg. Das ist garantiert Irving. Der will sich an uns rächen. Diese Puppe, die Schaufensterpuppen. Ja klar. Funkgerät und so. Mach mal die Tür zu. Würde ich jetzt nicht schlau finden, das zu melden. Foto von der Schaufensterpuppe. Das gleiche Teil, wie wir in der Hand haben. Beweise. Montana High School. Nicoles Data. Oh Gott. Die Drecksau hat alles von uns gesammelt. Strange Lights. Ghost Sightings. Das ist Rachel. Irgendwelche wilden Koordinaten. Floating Figure outside Ballroom Window 1984. 1987 Dining Room Model. Oh, mir läuft's kalt den Rücken runter. Montana Weather. Mean Daily Average Temperature Climate. Storm expected around Christmas. Montana, USA. Car Engine. Dodge Model 1986. Der hat sogar unser Auto außer Betrieb gesetzt, oder? Transmissions. Tape, Transistor, Mountain Outside. Oder das sprang doch nicht an. Als wir wegfahren wollten. So, wir sehen uns mal das Video an. Leere VHS. Klinke Christmas. Ja, aber da ist noch eine VHS drinnen. Drück auf Play. Kann ich das nicht? Ja, pass auf mal, dann stellen wir ihn jetzt zur Rede. Ja, wenn du Drecksau.
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
Ich wusste es.
What? What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory. Painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
Du bist verrückt.
You realize you're talking like you're crazy.
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You, Jenkins, You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Mhm.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me?
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
Unser Leben für
How
ihr Leben.
could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratched away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years, day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Wer bist du?
Who are you, really?
I want to tell you a story.
Ja, fang an.
There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star.
Wusste ich's.
His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry at night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her. For real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much. It would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
Ich hab Rate. Naja, hat sie oder hat sie nicht? Sie war eifersüchtig. Aber
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
ja, er will die Equation solven. Rachel ist tot und ich glaube, er will unseren Tod.
What do you want from me?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment, in that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand, as you've already begun to understand.
Du bist derjenige, von dem ich mich dir zufolge fernhalten sollte.
For the first time in years, I depended on someone. And this is the result.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
So, da hinten ist ein Raum, der ist rot beleuchtet. Und ich wusste es. Ich wusste, dass Erwin Dreck am Stecken hat. Es war die Art und Weise, wie er sich verraten hat teilweise mit Aktionen. Ich möchte nicht in den Raum mit dem roten Licht gehen. Na gut, aber der liegt näher. Na dann. Okay, ist nur eine Dunkelkammer. Was erwartet er? Wie will er, was stellt er sich vor, wie wir Zeugnis abgeben? Schwierig. Private. Dachboden. Oh, nochmal die Aussicht genießen. Ich glaube, es wird nicht gut ausgehen für Nicole. Er ist nicht hier. Schlüssel. Claire. Okay, ich kann damit nicht interagieren. Wahrscheinlich müssen wir uns zuerst mal den Film ansehen. Ranking. Rachel, Leonard, Leonardi, Jackmer, Rachel, Leonard. Okay, ich kann das da hinten. Kann ich das? Ist das ein zweites? Nein, er nimmt immer das erste. Hat er die Notizen in das Buch unseres Vaters geschrieben mit Rachel ist hier, Rachel ist hier, Rachel ist hier und ich sehe sie? Ich meine, er hat ja definitiv zugegeben, dass er den Raum und so weiter gemalt hat und Retard stand eben dort, weil Rachel als solches bezeichnet wurde von ihren Mitschülern, weil sie halt irgendwie Leseschwierigkeiten hatte. Leonards Gedanken. Kann ich aber leider nicht lesen. Und der war ja komplett obsessed. Ich meine, seine Sister nackt zu zeichnen ist jetzt auch ziemlich krank. Na gut, hilft da alles nichts. Wir werden den Projektor starten müssen.
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nicky?
Deswegen hat uns selber Nicky
You're
genannt.
probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways.
Süßes
We
Kind.
tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nicky. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in the
talking
air we
about?
breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Murderer. Aber wir haben Rachel nicht umgebracht. Mörder. So, vielleicht können wir jetzt den Schlüssel nehmen. Und das wird wahrscheinlich der Schlüssel zu Claire. The Dying Rose. 217 vielleicht. So. Können wir jetzt Leonards Gedanken? Können wir nicht. Naja, gut. Mir fällt nur Raum 217 ein, der mit der Rose. The Dying Rose. Aber hat unser Vater mit Irvine gemeinsame Sache gemacht? Das verwirrt mich jetzt tatsächlich noch mehr. Weil er hat ja in der Wir-Form gesprochen. Wir haben nachgedacht, wir haben überlegt, bliblablo und so weiter und so fort. Okay, das ist unheimlich. Das macht man nicht, Spiel. Und ich suche schon wieder 217. 210. 11. Stuff only. 12. 13.
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these these people. Here, in this place.
Es reicht mit den
Enough
Rätseln.
riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Und das kann nur 2017 sein, aber 2017 tut nichts. Fuck. Aber die Dying Rose war doch bei 2017. Welche ist die Last Door? 204 und 117 haben wir noch. Checkliste. In Claires Auto. Okay, ab in die Garage. Wir machen, ich schätze mal, wir sind schon kurz vorm Finale. Ich bleib dabei, Irving ist einfach nur gestört. Was mich verwirrt ist, dass er in der Wir-Form sprach. Leonard und ich und so weiter und so fort. Hoppla, da wollen wir nicht nochmal hin. Das war unheimlich. Was versteckt sich in Claires Auto? No. Das ist mein Auto. Wo ist Claires Auto? Kofferraum. Fuck. Was haben wir da jetzt genommen? Ich bin verwirrt. Inventar und so habe ich ja nicht. Wasch sie. Okay, es war zum Glück nur eine Decke. Laundry. Wie kann man denn jetzt am schnellsten in die Laundry? Ich glaube da über die Werkstatt, oder? Nein, nicht wirklich. Das ist nur der Garagenraum. Wir müssen da außen rum. Lockerroom. Ah, da kann man nicht rein. Das war der Skiraum. Okay. Ja, ich wollte vorhin noch sagen, schon langsam kenne ich mich richtig schön aus in dem Hotel. Aber naja. So, Laundry. Boiler Room. Und vom Boiler Room ging es irgendwie in die Laundry. Links davon. Ja, und jetzt? Waschen. Ich will ja gern waschen. Ja, wo denn, wenn nicht da? Okay, wir waschen per Hand. Blut und Zahnspange.
God. How could I have forgotten? I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
Scheiße.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Go on.
No, I don't.
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't...
Unsere Mutter hat sie umgebracht.
I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
Ich glaube, er ist bei 217.
What? Irving, where are you?
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years.
Okay, er ist rausgegangen.
You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me, too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. At another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is...
Irving?
Whoa.
Irving? I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there? Rachel? Is that you? Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What do you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home, and I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. And there's also my fee.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day, but they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad, it would be so nice.
Whew.
Wait. I did all that you asked me. Stop it, please. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared. I don't want to die. It's getting dark. I can't see the light. I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we'll bring back the timberline to its fortune together. We will be happy again, all together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger, just love.
The Suicide of Rachel Foster. Wow. Wow. Richtig geile Story. Richtig cooles Ambiente. Schwieriges Thema, zugegeben, aber unglaublich gut erzählt. Es war großartig. Irvine war dann doch nicht so der böse Mensch, von dem ich dachte, dass er sein wird. Ich dachte, er will uns umbringen als Rache. Rachel musste gehen, das heißt, dachte ich, dass er glaubt, wir müssen dann auch gehen. War nicht so. Er hat in unseren Erinnerungen gegraben, weil er selber wissen wollte, was geschehen ist. Wir haben es erfahren. Unsere Mutter hat Rachel umgebracht, fuhr mit uns Eishockey spielen. Puh, richtig geiles Game. Und was man vielleicht in der Aufnahme nicht mitbekommen hat, als sie jetzt versucht hat, sich umzubringen im Auto, hat gleichzeitig, wie der Rauch reingekommen ist, der Lüfter vom Rechner hochgestartet. Auf Vollgas. Der war richtig, richtig laut. Ich weiß nicht, ob man es hört in der Aufnahme. Und wie sie abgedreht hat, die Lüftung auch wieder runter. Das war nochmal so ein kleines I-Pünktchen in diesem ganzen Spiel, in dieser großartigen Inszenierung. Ich bedanke mich bei allen, die dabei waren und zugesehen haben. Ich hoffe, es hat euch genauso gut gefallen. Ich hatte stellenweise Gänsehaut. Der Schluss, ja, großartig. Ich hatte viele Vermutungen. Zum Teil haben sie sich bestätigt. Ich dachte aber nicht, dass unsere Mutter Rachel umbringt. Aber ja. Geiles Game. Ich mache mich auf die Suche nach Nachfolge-Games. Danke fürs Zusehen. Ich bin draußen für heute. Ich wünsche euch was. Ciao, Baba.